Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wargaming League Gold Series. I'm Benjamin Breaker Novotny.
Lisa Edison 99.
And I'm Skipper Alpha.
And today we're about to dive into 6 different teams yet again. Team number 1 would be...
PvP Super Friend.
PvP Super Friends?
Yep, and versus Charlotte Tiger, which is the Team Patron from Japan.
Do we have Elong playing again tonight?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I read something wrong on the on the screen we had just come from before we were at this one. Okay, so and then they're going to be facing off against Num.
Yeah, no.
We had Num playing day before yesterday, did we not?
Yeah, that's right.
That was
Because we only have
versus-
8 teams, right?
Right.
And,
Okay.
and so if we have 6 matchup in this week, so there must be some team playing 2 matches.
All right. It's a little bit confusing to the newcomers, guys. It really is. Like, this one hurts my head because I'm not good at math. Okay. And then we've got Team Efficiency facing off against NVIDIA Aces.
Yeah,
and
I think the most close game today. It
Yeah.
cannot be,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm leaning very much so towards Elong taking their set versus Num in style, but I mean, Num's performed consistently well. But let's go ahead and read off the victory condition now that it's correct. Victory condition is obtained when all enemy vehicles are destroyed within the time limit or the base is captured. I winning. What's I winning? I'm kidding.
Why?
Winning a game will receive 1 point. Losing will receive 0 points. Basically, you're not getting anything else. If a draw occurs, both teams will receive 1 point at the end of the best of 5. The team that has obtained 3 points will win the matchup. And of course, this is basically a point-based, if you will, round robin amongst 8 teams. Everybody plays everybody. The winning the matchup will receive 3 points. In summary, losing the matchup will receive 0 points, and if a draw occurs, both teams will, again, receive 1 point.
Okay, so no more assault mode.
Yeah, no salt mold.
No assault mode, yeah. Oh, okay, that's nice.
It can be a little cold, but at the same time, I mean, you know, how do I put this? What do you guys feel about the assault mode game if there was a draw? What do you guys think about that? Like in the previous season?
Well, I think it's a good idea to have this assault mode because we can eventually find out who's going to win the game, right?
Yeah,
And no draws.
Yeah, but the rule is different, On this season, we got better. I think the rule is improved.
Oh,
on
really?
This season, so we no longer need that. I think.
I mean, like,
only
I
in
feel
the
like
top 4.
I mean, it's a little bit cold to cut the assault mode game out, but at the same time, I mean, do you guys think it would be, do you think one part of the assault mode game determining who's on defense and who's on offense, do you think that part is just a little bit more luck than skill or no?
I cannot say it's luck if you got damage like 15,000 and another one is 15,100. Yeah, you can say that's a luck, but sometimes a two team make a lot, a quite different damage. It's not luck at all.
I know. I mean, and a lot of, I mean, it's highly conditional. I mean, I'm sure. I don't know. Maybe we'll see some statements somewhere else about it. Someone else can go deeper into analysis. We're just the commentators, guys. Okay.
Okay.
So, Charlotte Tiger is a team from Japan, previously known as Team Patrium, and they've got Nice 3 T32 Wenzhou. That's WZU T132.
Yep.
AMX
Okay.
1390 T69, and what else?
It's 2T1.
Okay, 2 T1s. Gotcha. I thought there was something hidden at the bottom there.
It's observer.
Just 2 observers.
Yeah, observers. There's 2 observers.
And PvP Super Friends has 2 AMX 1390s, an AMX 50, and a single T32 for their tier 5.
Two
tier
T32.
8s.
Two
2 T32s.
T32s. Yep.
All right, so that's a lot of armor.
Yep.
And
But if Japanese team on the north side, the setup is same to the Korean team. I mean the Korean champion.
Arete.
Arete, yeah.
Yeah.
Send that up to the Arete. Maybe they're gonna take the same strategy.
okay, so this is actually, again, one of my favorite maps because of the size. It encourages aggressive play. And adding to that, the time limit that we should have in game should be 7 minutes. In case you guys didn't tune in to day before yesterday's program. So that means we're gonna have very short and mostly action-packed games. Some of them could be one-sided, but I think I don't know what to think about this one. I think PvP Super Friends they've got a pretty good shot because they did go to the season finals, did they not, for season 1? in Korea?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but they are not doing that good, as a previous season, I think.
Well, this is an interesting choice coming from Little Mac already going to the back of this spawn in that
means they're
AMX-50.
gonna defend. They won't push. If you want to push, you won't set a tier A in your back. You're gonna push together. But if someone stand there, that means you won't push.
That's absolutely right. And with the high ground advantage that he has right there, or at least the positioning that he has right there, anything that tries to push up that hill is going to get lit very easily. All right, and so far, I mean, Charlotte Tiger takes possession of the center of the map, and PvP Super Friends are like, okay, you can have it. We don't want it. Simple as that. Okay.
Okay, Batman here and Robin on the hill side. Both commander use a T1.
All right. And
Oh.
okay, I'm kind of digging this a little bit. That's a nice initiate coming from Charlotte
almost
Tiger.
done.
Yeah.
Who's the guy?
Ted Amaru is his name.
Amaru?
So I wouldn't say he's entirely out of commission, but behind that, Robin did fall as well. So again, that's a little bit more blind that we have PvP Super Friends in at the moment.
Because of they have the super account, so the crew with the 11 or 9 skill is really powerful. So on previous season, maybe while you pass a line one, no one can spot you. But right now, your enemy got 11 skills, so maybe they can see you. That's a different story there.
Right. These aren't just tier 8 tanks, guys. These are tier 8 tanks on steroids, as one could put it. And behind that as well, I mean, at about the same time that Robin fell, Plateau for Team Charlotte Tiger did fall, and again, that just means a little bit less in the way of scouting vision. So there we are. We just had a ping to the B3. I'm sorry, B3 section on the minimap, coming from one side from Charlotte Tiger. So
B3.
There was a ping for B3 on the minimap. I'm looking at Alpha's computer right now.
It's actually H3 and J3, so they might be, thinking of repositioning something over there.
Yeah, or maybe they could be calling their picks for that position as well. Okay. So far, a whole lot of nothing happening. I think both sides would actually be very happy to take a draw on this map.
But the Charlotte Tiger got a better chance to win, so maybe they'll take action. Or they already start.
Looks like they're getting some kind of a push going up the center here. And Antari could be caught way out of position, even with his teammate right behind him. The present position that both of them have is not, I want to say, adequate for dealing with a 3-4 tank push.
Yeah, but you know what? I still recommend the Charlotte Tiger can push from the west part because of is it Robin or?
At AMX 1390, Batman's getting lit over at the lighthouse, and now it looks like they're piling in. Iwami's taking a good chunk of damage, but at the same time, Atari's taking even more. He's at 529 HP, missing from his full health bar.
Ooh.
And boy, there we go. They're just piling in, but I don't think that was a wise move from Charlotte Tigers. They're kind of exposed just a little bit in this present position. Little Mac not quite able to get the shots out that he needs to from his present angle. He's been spotted as well. Icewater trying to push back CT14, or CTT4 rather.
Here.
But 853, 1159, 1166, 1418. And I think Icewater's going to fall.
Yep.
That isn't a free exchange, though. I mean, we do see our Japanese team losing tanks left and right.
Yeah, but I think not even. So Japanese still get more, I guess.
They're ahead. They are ahead. But I mean, even so, if we see PvP Super Friends play their cards right, I think they can turn this around very quickly.
And the M50 is on the reloading, so he cannot shoot anything here. He's gonna die.
Man.
He's gonna die here.
Maybe. He's got to get away. He's got to get to safety.
He's done.
Oh man.
Okay. It's only M13 right now.
Right.
So,
it's at the high direction. He's been spotted. He's done reloading. He's done reloading.
Oh man. Maybe he's gonna reload soon. Oh, it's reload.
This isn't good.
He's changed.
Nice. I think he's kind of shut out of this game. He just fired 4 shots. That was number 5. No, number 5 just hit him. Excuse me, his opponent. Yeah.
Because of the crew right now is different. So I think when they play like a run and shoot style, you got more accuracy. And when trying to pass somewhere, you have to remind that your enemy got better vision right now because on the skillway you gonna have reckon you gonna add 2% view range, and situational awareness gonna add you 3% vision. So both together you gonna got 5% more.
Right.
So in maybe on last season they can spot you like 380 meter, and right now they can see you on 400. So sometimes maybe it might be.
It makes a difference,
Yeah, it make it different, and you have to remind that. Yep.
All right, so let me ask you this before we go to a break. I actually want to know this. They had to tell the tournament admin that they want tank number 1, tank number 2, all the way to tank number 7 before the game begins, right?
Yep.
For both teams.
Yep.
And they can't change their mind at all. Is that correct?
No, they cannot change.
All
they
right.
can change maybe player. I'm not sure about player right now, but on the previous season, if you set up the tank right already, you cannot change the tank. But we have the rule always change. On the open season, season 1, if we want to change a tank, and your enemy agree that, you can do that. But after maybe on last season, you will choose send the old tank list. After that, you cannot change.
All right. Well, I mean, it's just that in my perspective, it seemed as though like maybe Team Efficiency picked their tank lineup, assuming that Team Pretrium was going to employ a different strategy, and then Team Pretrium picked their tank lineup thinking, okay, they think we're going to do strategy A, so instead let's do strategy B.
No. They have to send the list together.
Well, no, I mean, like, what I'm talking about is maybe they watch each other's VODs.
Doing the
It's
mind
that
games.
level we're talking about.
Yeah,
This
doing
is
the
what
mind
pro
games.
gaming is. Mind games. Do you think it could have been that? Maybe?
No, I don't think they're gonna do this. They are top team, and
All right, guys, we'll be back in a couple minutes. Hi guys, we are back with game number 2. It's going to be played out on Himmelsdorf. All right. So for those of you who didn't know already, Charlotte Tiger is actually a team from Japan. They were known in the previous Wargaming League season as Team Pretrium.
Yep.
And it looks like the only name I can actually recognize there with no problem would probably be Plateau. I remember seeing that player's name for sure.
Patrol and
Maybe Hiwami.
Hiwami. I don't remember Hiwami, but the T4 should be the 4LT. The 482 might be remember, and the Mufti also famous, and Obelisk. Obelisk, you saw him a couple times, even in the 3v3.
I might have forgotten.
Okay, Obelisk. Other guy I don't remember too.
I remember there's a guy called Banzai Attack.
That's another team.
Oh, really?
That's a
Different team. Gaming Viwako.
Ah, okay.
No,
okay.
B
B Gaming Little Tankers.
Ah, okay.
All right, so that was 3 KV5s, 4 KV5s.
Oh,
It's
3 KV5s.
1 I3 and 1 M50.
So what on earth is PvP Super Friends thinking here? Go for a capture?
No, yeah.
Push through the middle?
They're gonna rush. You know, the KV5 is the best weapon to counter M50.
Those have a lot of HP. Is it an auto-loader?
No, it's not.
No, it's not an auto-loader? Okay.
If a KV5 is an auto-loader, you know, everyone...
It's too OP.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
okay,
you're gonna
okay.
see him.
What on earth is wrong
only.
with me? Yeah.
Yeah, you like the Chafe on the 3v3.
Well, what can I say? I'm trying to work towards getting a T32 and a Pershing on the American tank line. I'm not at all concerned with the KV5.
Yeah.
So
If you drive the M50, you got great chance to kill another M50 or I3 or Chinese 110 might be harder, but you know, other is okay. But if a M50 fast KV5, it's really hard to kill him, almost impossible.
an AMX 50 versus a KV1 or KV5, excuse me.
Yeah.
All right,
it's really hard.
I'll
Don't
bear
use
that in mind. All right. Let's see how this goes.
Oh, okay. KV5
Wait a
rush.
minute. Charlotte Tiger
I love
is camping this one, and the PvP Super Friends know that they have to rush in there in order to win this game.
Yep.
Batman swapped out his AMX 1390 this game around to get in the T1 Cunningham, and it looks like he's just gonna sit back there and relax.
Batman have to kill the Obelisk. You know what? Because of your enemy know you're gonna rush. That means you don't defend your base.
Oh.
If no one defend your base and T1 come in, you will lose because of K1 cannot go back to the tank.
Uh-oh. Batman,
Yeah,
he was the first
Batman.
one to fire some shots, but it looks like this is kind of turning around just a little bit on him. His aim, I wouldn't say was lackluster, but the shots just weren't connecting.
Yep.
All right, so Hiwami's there. Not quite all on his lonesome. He's got teammates right behind him. Tedamaru gets fired on just a little bit. That one shot just amazingly missed 3 different targets. Little Mac gets hit, marked for 259 damage, now totaling up to 659, 911, 313 off of Robin, and there it is. Little Mac is out of the game. Hiwami is just going to dart forward daringly in that IS-3, and hope is...
Yeah, and the PB still have a tank on a D2.
Yeah, and
Wow.
I can't believe this. What is going on here?
Yeah,
Hiwami
I
is
don't
totally
know.
surrounded. I don't get this. It looks like PvP Super Friends is just getting absolutely mauled by the
Wow.
Lions, Tigers, and Bears on Charlotte Tiger. Icewater loses 348 HP. Tedamaru looks like he might be able to push back. I kind of like this move just a little bit. And
Wow.
yeah, 312 damage. Wait a minute. Wait just one goddamn minute. I can see exactly what happened there. PvP Super Friends is turning this around. They actually refocused everything.
Yeah, because of the super high HP hit point of KV5.
Yeah, okay,
we
okay.
don't want to kill him.
All right.
They use the M50 to counter KV5. It's really, really tough.
Okay, I learned something new today from Edison the teacher. All right. So now we've got Tedamaru versus Gaichu.
Yeah, and another M50 cannot kill him. He know where is him.
Well, I mean,
he cannot trap him.
more or less, yeah. And I think Hydra Rex is just going to seal the.
Icewater,
Yeah, he's going to seal. No, I mean Hydra Rex in the
Oh, okay.
background. He's going for the capture to seal this deal.
Yeah.
But I mean, if by some miracle Gaichu could get the kill on these two tanks, he could probably potentially go for the counter capture. But I don't think that's going to happen, especially.
Yeah. In the beginning,
Yeah.
who is that? Icewater. Or he didn't follow up.
Yeah.
He stayed behind the 3 KV and 1 I3, but finally he still do a lot because of maybe most of enemy or most of the M50 already died. Killed by KV5. And,
Yeah.
Yep.
I like this is actually, I think, the best example of very well coordinated fire. Don't focus on the target that's in front of you. Prioritize targets and then fire at will.
Yep. Kill the M50 first. Kill the most powerful stuff and most weakest armor. If they take time on I3, maybe they're gonna lose this one. But they focus on the M50. That's correct. Even they only have 4 tanks there, but 3 KV5 they got like extra maybe 1,000 hit point. Only 3 KV5. If they got 4 KV5, like that means they got 1 more tank.
Right, and I mean, like, you said it from the start. The KV5s killed all of the AMX 50s, and the way I thought of that was just like, wait a minute, what on earth are they doing? There's 3 tanks surrounding Hiwami. Why are they not shooting Hiwami?
Yeah.
Oh, IS-3.
Yeah, they have a priority. Yeah.
Okay. So, knowledge bombs. Knowledge bombs, guys.
But maybe they do it. You might remember last time Immortal used a 4 KV5, right?
Oh yeah.
But if for a standard setup like a 3 M50 and 2 I3, no one can counter the KV5. So last time, who is the enemy team to Immortal? I don't remember. Maybe PvP.
Was it Bravehearts? The Bravehearts.
I don't remember. They go to a capture circle. They know they cannot win this one, so they go to the capture. But finally they draw. Yep.
All right. Well, we'll see how game number 3 pans out after this short break. Alright guys, game number 3 is going to be played out on Prokhorovka. Now, we got an Object 416. Is that their final pick, do you think, Edison?
Yeah, it's a final pick.
It's a TD, right?
No, it's a mid tank.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but the firepower like TD, you know.
Alright,
the
alright.
penetration, the accuracy, the DPM is really nice.
Yeah, and they usually
And the
put it
armor?
on the back of the battlefield.
Yep.
The armor is like paper, maybe?
Armor not really good, you know, compared to the heavy tank, but compared to other mid tank, it's not bad.
Okay, okay.
The speed is okay,
But of
but
course-
it's a turret is on the back, so it's really hard to control, you know. And only the turret only turn 180 degree, you know, not a full circle.
Alright.
But the gun is really nice, the same as the T54.
How about the traverse speed? Like the way the tracks turn?
Oh, it's still good, still good.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But the gun depression is not good at all.
Yeah.
It's pretty suck. You know,
All right.
because the tank is really flat. Do you see the little picture there?
Yeah, I think so.
The tank is really flat, so you know almost have no gun depression.
Is it a hot dog tank?
Not really.
Yeah, not that long.
Alright.
But it's very, very flat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird.
Yeah.
You know.
Is it a
You
rule
gonna
that...
see him is really weird, but he cannot play the role like a tank destroyer. He cannot snipe.
Is it a rule that if the turret is at the back of the tank, the gun depression is not that good?
Yeah, normally. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
But British tank, the tier 10, the gun depression is not that good, but it's really useful up to because of the tank design to other tanks.
Really?
The torrent on the back.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's really strange stuff, but it's gonna be removed.
really?
Yep.
Removed? When?
Yeah.
9.3?
9.3.
Oh,
Which tank is that?
It's a 215B, a tier 10 British heavy tank.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a nice tank. I love that. But,
Overpowered? Maybe.
not really, because it's not real tank.
Okay.
Is that a real tank?
Yeah, they make up it.
Oh,
They made it up. Okay,
Oh,
so it's not
okay.
historically accurate. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. They are off. The AMX 1390 is rushing from both ends.
Not rush. Let's just go.
Yeah, I know, of
But
course,
go
of
too
course.
far away, I think.
And the AMX 1390s are reloading right now, so there's no way they
Yeah.
can fire. And there we go. They get enough vision. They got an idea of just what to expect. But it
Oh,
looks
they're
like,
gonna rush.
Yeah,
Japanese
sure.
team, come on, rush.
and they're rushing to the west end of the
Yeah,
map. This
yeah.
is the position where we saw Horsemen lose to Bunti Nong back in the QYC, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Mhm. Yep.
And it looks as though PvP Super Friends are going to have the cover of the tracks to get around this. What-
Yep. They're gonna use the light tank to A6 and sniping enemy on the D2. But later is a T1, so you know, they have to clear T1 first.
Yeah, the plan's been figured out already for Charlotte Tiger and Shinozaki just got hit, and the T1 Cunningham Plateau is piloting is now out of commission, so it looks like we could see some kind of a sneaky capture.
Yeah.
But what is accompanying that other T1 Cunningham at A6? Is it two of them? Just two T1s?
A6? No, there's two M30.
Really?
Yep. There's two M30, so they can kill the T1 and keep rushing.
But then, couldn't we just see the entire Charlotte Tiger team rush to the PvP Super Friends spawn and then take the victory?
Yep. They can rush to the south side, but they didn't do that, you know, because of two M13 on the north. There is only three tanks on the south. So if the Japanese team rush to the south side, the PvP cannot lose this one.
One
man.
of the light tanks on the north
Okay,
side
they
is
rush
actually a
it.
T1.
That's right. That's right. No.
Okay, here
Okay.
they come.
Yeah.
The question is, can PvP Super Friends hold this
Yeah,
rush?
yeah.
Maybe, maybe not.
The chance for Japanese team is really nice. You know, really nice right now.
Is that we did see that somehow, some way, actually Gatlio looks like he might live long enough to get a kill. No.
Yeah. I don't like that.
It's a 1-for-1 exchange thus far
Yeah.
amongst the tier 8 tanks.
No,
He
no,
won
it's 1 for 2.
1 for 2 now.
Yeah,
Actually,
and
that was a. Oh, you're right. You're right.
Cannot be 3 for 1. Very soon.
Yeah. This is working out really well for Charlotte Tiger thus far. 4 minutes remaining on the clock. The capture has already
Yeah,
begun in the
yeah.
background. That's going to pull a take back to PvP Super Park from Charlotte Tiger.
Yeah, and he cannot push forward. So,
And as Alpha mentioned earlier, there was a mistake that we had made earlier in an assessment. That was actually a T1 Cunningham and an AMX 1390 were going together for the capture. And that AMX 1390 just died. It's Ted Amaru. He was the guy that was actually he snuck up. He tried to shoot all of those tanks in the rear, but it didn't quite pan out. Examining the situation right now, we've got 3 tier 8s versus 1.5 tier 8, excuse me, if you will.
And later it's autoloader, black T32.
Right, and this is actually forcing. Okay. Well, it's forcing one of the tanks to go back, and the countdown timer just restarted, just above 50%. Batman's not going to waste ammo on that. What was it? AMX 1390 that got him? T69.
Yeah.
He's going for the kill on the T1 Cunningham. Little Mac trying to make the stand that he can, but
I think that PvP make a really big mistake. You let your enemy know you've got 2 M13 there on the A6 and they never move, so they just rush in and kill you, kill the rest 3 tanks on the south side.
I want to say I think Hydrorex might have a chance at maybe getting victory here, but it's going to depend.
But it's T69. I say that before. The T69 is defined to kill M13.
Right.
I don't think he can do that. I don't think he can do that.
Now I'm inclined to believe you. T69 versus AMX 1390. Who wins that fight? 1 versus 1. It looks like maybe it could be Hydrorex by default.
Maybe they got you.
Okay, so Charlotte Tiger with 4 tanks remaining on the map at the end of this game. Our Japanese team taking it 2-1.
Yeah.
This is I feel like this is something that is a little bit unseen, or kind of like not the norm, if you will, from our 2 teams. Especially the team efficiency playing as they were dominating throughout the Silver Series in season 1, were they not?
Yeah. But I think Team Pratrim didn't have a very good luck in the previous season.
I think they are lack of experience. It's a good team, but
well, they also have some new players, right?
If you only appear on the Silver City once or twice, maybe you'll be nervous. But it's a new season and they're gonna fight 7 times.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a rich experience on this.
Right. They're just like, okay, we just need to get some balls of steel and we'll be okay. And I
think they make the right decision. The commander, the Mufti or someone, they make really the right decision. They know the rush time, so I think they're doing much better than compared to the previous season.
All right. Well, that was quite the amazing game number 3. Let's see how game number 4 pans out after this short break. All right, so here we are, guys. Game number 4. So checking up on the loadout that we have right now. It's two IS3s coming out for PvP Super Friends, and 2 AMX 50s. Robin just, I don't know, it looks like he selected the wrong tank by mistake there. He temporarily left the lobby, and he's going to be back in just a minute. There we go, third
Okay.
AMX 50.
Yep.
We always see a lot of AMX 50s as well as IS3s on this map. Mostly, well, I've noticed that PvP Super Friends enjoys mostly using this triple AMX 50 loadout. But I mean, this is a very small map. Heavy tanks perform on it relatively well. It's very crowded. Not so much in the way of camouflage. Would you agree with that statement or no?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but there's a lot of little windows in this map, so that again hide what do you call that, behind the windows and shoot your enemy.
Absolutely.
We only show up a torrent.
All right.
But normally enemy won't pass through the window, so we don't have too many chance to shoot them.
And I mean, this is kind of the final game there.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to wait and see. Just, I mean,
Yeah,
like,
I'm thinking about if the Japanese team use 5 KV5, How do you push in? If you got 3 M50 and they see you coming, they cannot rush out.
I don't-
You cannot all die.
I don't think that could be it. I don't know. I see. If it's one thing I've noticed that's kind of a trend, we see, a lot of AMX. Well, we see a lot of tanks just selecting their tanks and then jumping into the game. So this leads me to believe that either A, there is a mistake when a player selects their tank, or B, like maybe there's some kind of rule that allows players to change one of the tanks on their team and just one. I don't know. What do you think of that?
I don't
No?
know, but in the international rule, I mean, most of the league or countries, they won't let you change anything.
All right.
They cannot ask you send a tank list before the game start. I mean the whole game, whole match, it's not only one.
Sound assessment. All right, and they are off. Spawning to the south side, guys. Give it up for Team Charlotte Tiger. The north side, it is PvP Super Friends, and it looks as though Charlotte Tiger's going for the green zone.
Yeah, and Charlotte Tiger can actually do the east part. Normally, people stand on the east side, that means they won't push.
All right, and it looks as though we've got PvP Super Friends trying to rush for that capture circle, but I mean, this is...
Not rushing to the capture circle.
They're pushing gradually, is what I mean to say, rather.
The PvP, the setup for PvP is quite standard. Normally they do the setup like this and waiting for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But right now we only have 7 minutes, so they may not wait.
They may not wait so long, at least. I gotta say, thus far, I kind of like the positioning that Charlotte Tiger is taking a little bit more than PvP Super Friends. Because, especially right now, with the way the team is divided, you see the position that we've got those 2 heavies at E, going down the 1 line right now.
Yep. The 2 heavies gonna go to the J1 or K1 to sniping any tank show up on the J7. But I don't think the Japanese team gonna show up there. The strategy PvP use is quite traditional. So if you ever study how PvP play, you won't let them sniping you on the J7. So just stand there and wait for them coming. PvP gonna send a T1 for skull first and trying to snipe enemy.
That is a clever decision. But I mean, they have to make those shots count, and they have to make them connect, because honestly, they're how do I say this? They're about to fire a BB gun at a hornet's nest. It's going to hit a small chunk of that hornet's nest, but it's going to get the rest of the hornets to start chasing after them. But we've seen that powerful, not rather powerful, but rather superior positioning can win out over numbers in general. In previous games, there was day before yesterday, was there not?
Yeah. Do you remember
Himmelsdorf.
number or someone? I forgot the team. They set up M50 on the F0 and died very fast. Who's the team?
I know what you're talking about. Jeez,
Yeah.
that was.
I forgot it. Whatever.
Was it Aces? Was it Nvidia Aces versus Elong or no?
No.
Okay.
Their team is not that strong. I forgot the team name. Whatever.
Me too.
Yeah, but today the Japanese team set up a heavy tank on the F7, so any enemy pass through the might be they cannot see them. And then they can use the M50 on this part to snipe them first. But previous game, another team, they just send the M50 this part, and he cannot know who is coming. So when enemy rush in, he die first and then lose the whole game.
All right. Well, let's see if that will be the case. That is the meta right now, or at least that's the thinking that things could peel out to be.
And the PvP won't push because of theirs is still a heavy tank on A2. If a Japanese team they cannot defend, they don't push in. I think PvP will got very big trouble here.
I don't know. I kind of like the positioning thus far from PvP Super Friends. I mean, if we see Charlotte Tiger try to move into a position where they can get hits, if you will, then we see it. Long story short, if Charlotte Tiger loses their patience and decides to push out there, then they're in some trouble.
Yeah, but they won't push out.
Exactly. They got that 2-point lead.
Yeah, they got 2-point lead.
Right. And we're not talking about Nvidia Aces here. We're talking about Charlotte Tiger. All right, so it looks like...
Okay, PvP push. Nice.
And they know they've got to make a move. 4 versus 5, we've seen, miracles happen before, and it looks like they're going to try and go for that capture. This is going to force the hand of the entire Charlotte Tiger team. Thus far, the positioning for PvP Super Friends is just a little bit better. They're going to get a nice engagement, at least here on Iwami. And it looks like his teammate is trying to get next to him as soon as possible. Meanwhile, we've got one heavy way at the north end of the map. He knows that Charlotte Tiger's trying to go for that capture. And look at this. This is actually Charlotte Tiger getting lit first. They actually took first blood in this game. And Nuto is the next victim of war, the next casualty, if you will. Mubesi is very low HP. Ice Water looks like he's slated to fall just before him. He does, but Mubesi does go down in exchange. Tedamaru now in a lot of trouble. Little Mac pulling back, realizing he just cannot fight here.
Wow, nice.
He's got to reload as well, I think is the real condition of all this. Oh my god, and Tedamaru gets the kill. It looks like PvP Super Friends pulled out a miracle engagement, but at the same time, it's now turning into
they only have
2v2.
1 minute and 45 seconds.
What on earth is happening here with Antari? There we go, he's figured it out.
Because he cannot kill the T1 because he used 6 rounds to shoot south side to counter fire.
He's in the AMX-50.
Yeah, so he cannot reset the T1. He just traps him.
Oh my god, he's in the circle and he can't do anything about that.
Yeah,
did he just waste a shot?
Yeah, we only have 80 seconds right now. So PvP got to kill 2 heavy tanks on 80 seconds. If the Japanese team run to the east part, they cannot.
Little Max catching up finally.
Wow, he shoot him.
Yeah, he did a little bit of damage. Took 13 HP off. He got out of the circle.
Okay, whatever.
But now you should realize that there's no time remaining to go for that capture. But Charlotte Tiger realizes, hey, if we can just get a draw, we win. It looks like they're going to try and close out the game, though. And eliminate that chance for a comeback.
Right
nice hit onto Antari. Nice follow-up shot as well. 765 HP taken off this one. 1,053. And this is something that essentially PvP Super Friends cannot settle for. Little Mac is firing away. He might get a kill on the multi. Third shot bounced. 5th shot will execute his opponent. If both sides are stuck reloading, then we actually see...
After reload, the game is over. So even he can escape. Japanese team just stand there and waiting.
All right, so this looks like a win that Charlotte Tiger's going to get, even without that last kill. I'm wondering if...
we don't have a chance.
Well, he didn't... Yeah, okay. Didn't want to take any chances. All right, so that's got to be one of the closer games we've ever seen here.
Yeah, it's quite close,
I mean, even if Charlotte Tiger had taken the game by a draw, they still would have won the set. And I mean, this is one of those games where 500 damage made the difference, I think.
Yeah, I think. But I think the most critical part is that is Antara on the north.
Antari?
Antari?
I
forgot.
That's what I call it.
Or ice water, they shouldn't set up the M50 there because of you're trying to rush in and your enemy on the south side. They kept there. You just use a 4 tank.
At the same time, they put up one hell of a fight. I mean,
Yeah.
the one thing, that's what you're saying right now. If they had their 5th and final AMX 50 with them, then they would have won that fight. Do you think they would have? The question is, could they reset the capture? All the tanks that they had were heavies. Very slow moving.
Yeah. And I think if you want to push, you should use your own firepower there. Don't set up M50 and trying to cover the north side. If your enemy know you are in north, they're gonna stand behind the train. You won't shoot them. They just move and you cannot shoot them. So the problem is that I think that your enemy already got 2 points. They want to draw. If they want to draw, you only use a 4 tank to trying to break a camping enemy. It's really hard, I think. Except maybe Immortal can do that, but I don't think PvP got that good skill on the close battle, I think. Yeah.
All right, well, I think that's going to wrap things up for our first set. We actually see Team Praetorium, now renamed to Charlotte Tiger, take the set 3-1.
Yep.
And now we're going to dive into our next set between Elong and No. Don't go away, guys.